Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Abigail and I make videos about special needs and health issues and feeding tubes. I'm hooked up right now. I got a G and a J tube, two different tubes. The G tube goes to my stomach. I have gastroparesis, so my stomach is partially paralyzed. Plus I have a hernia from a birth defect I was born with. So anyways, I have a lot of digestion issues, so I got a feeding tube. The G tube that's placed in my stomach is just a vent, and then the J tube, it goes to my intestines, and that's where my feeds go. So I kind of wanted to catch you up on what's been going on because it's been absolutely crazy around here. If you've watched the last several videos I've posted, I've been feeling awful the last several days, and I actually kind of got, I guess you could say, a little bit of a new problem. So let's start with that first. So the company I go with for my formula, they also every month send me these like disposable tubey pads, which is great because like if I leak, I don't have to use the other ones where you throw them in the washer. I don't know why I said wash. They make these tubey pads that are kind of like gauze with a split in the middle. So you can just like tape it together, and if you have like leakage or something, you can just throw them away after every use. The problem is that the tape that we get for it, my skin doesn't like it. And so basically I started getting like this, I don't know if you really call it a rash or irritation to it. Basically it turned my skin like red and like itchy kinda. So we ordered me some like regular tubey pads. I think my mom got me like some flower ones that's supposed to be here like maybe tomorrow or in a couple days. And then I got some Disney ones coming, but they won't be here. They're not supposed to be here yet. The Disney ones actually are a mystery, which I thought was fun. And then the other ones that I'll be getting soon are I think they're flowers maybe. So anyways, my skin does not like the tape that goes with the disposable like leakage pads for my feeding tube buttons. So that's been interesting. Plus I've been in like so much pain that I've mostly just wanted to be in bed. I've felt like very like shaky, my stomach hurts, just been feeling awful. Earlier today my pump started making this very strange sound, and it said like something like air or something like that, and it was like this kind of sound that like I didn't ever remember making before. So I like totally freak out, and then as we were messing with it, we realized that the formula that I had was like left over from last night, and it had gotten like kind of like old, I guess, and kind of like stuck in the tube. Not inside my feeding tube, but my bag up there, my feeding tube bag, goes down here, and it's a long cord here, and it hooks to the end of my feeding tube. So it goes from the pump to my feeding tube button, and my J tube that goes to my intestines, and it was making this like very strange sound, and it would say like air, and it would go buzz. Turns out I think what the problem was is that the formula had gotten old, and it was kind of like clumpy, I guess. And so we just had to switch the whole bag out and throw the whole bag away and start all over. And so it's definitely been a experience. I think hopefully I'll be getting the call for when I go get my J-tube replaced. It's so far out, it's uncomfortable, and I would rather, I've said this in another video, but I would rather get it replaced before I'm all the way healed than afterwards and have to go through everything again. So I gotta go get that replaced. I don't have a date for that yet, but I will let y'all know when I do have a date. My home health nurse is coming tomorrow, so that's good. It's been kind of hard, like, not feeling like going a lot of places. Because I mean, I don't mind being at home, but, like, if there's something that I know that I really want to go to, but I, like, feel too bad to go to it, it's just, like, it's really hard to know that you feel too bad to go. Like, I missed church, I think it was on Sunday, because I haven't been feeling good. And it's not the, type of not feel good of, like, being sick or anything like that. This is from healing from surgery. And it's been just miserable. Just, like, pain, not having much energy, swelling, and then, like I said, I got that, like, rash thing where I was allergic to that tape, but until my Tubi pads come in, the other kind, I'll just kind of have to just kind of deal with it for now. Also, I do want to say thank you to everyone that watched my little brother's video the other day, Daniel's video. He was so excited that I got so many views, so thank you all so much for watching and supporting him. I'm trying to think of anything else that happened that was really interesting. So we had the formula incident. I think that was the biggest one. Also, like, I think it was also today. There was this other bag, feeding tube bag. Where is it? Up there. That I normally put my feeding pump. It goes on the pole right here at bedtime, and it goes on the charger, and then that's the bag. And normally we change the bag every 24 hours, and then in the morning time I take it off the pole, I check how much formula is in it, and then I put it in my backpack, so then I could, like, carry it around throughout the day, even if I'm at home, so I don't have to stay in bed all day. And the bag that we had decided that it did not like my backpack. It just kept on beeping. It kept on saying, like no flow, which basically means there's a kink, which means the formula can't get through. So that was very frustrating, because normally we put, like, a safety pin thing through my regular backpack so that I could carry my feeding pump around. But it got to the point, it was like every few minutes it was beeping, so I finally replaced the bag, put another bag on, and put it on my pole, like, put it on the charger. Then later I put it back in the bag and it was fine. I found out that, like, it has this little part, if you lift this up, where it, like, tightly fits in here, and then you put this down, and then the rest goes from the bag up there all the way down here, and it hooks to me on my feeding tube button. And the part that goes, let's see, right over here, that comes out here, it was like kinked, and it was like to a point where I couldn't fix it, so I had to like throw the whole bag away and start all over. So that's the kind of day I have had. You know how like you have like these days where like something goes wrong and you're just like in panic mode? I feel like that's how today went. It's like something goes wrong and I like panic or like freak out, even if it's not something that's like a huge deal. Like, I was already frustrated from the bag that was in my backpack not being able to work. Like, anytime I'd set it down, I'd go beep, 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 beep. So then I would come in here and I'd put it on the pole, and it would still beep. And then I found out it had a kink, so I had to throw that away. And it was just like high anxiety. It was very frustrating. And I do deal with anxiety, so it's like, it kept on feeling like one thing after another was going wrong. So, changed the bag. Now it's all fine. I got it on the pole, on the charger. What we do is I put so much formula in it at nighttime. It runs throughout the night, and then early in the morning, my mom comes in my room before work and puts some more in it, and then normally my dad comes in here early in the morning and checks it again. I've been doing it more like myself besides the really, really early morning part. Sometimes it doesn't even need to be refilled again until I wake up, but if for some reason it does run out and I don't realize it, it will beep on me to let me know that it's out, and sometimes my dad will even come check on it, like, or like early, not like early in the morning, but like maybe about 8 or 9 o'clock. He'll come in here and check it if I'm not awake. So I do a lot of the like morning stuff of like remembering to flush my tube and vent, which is getting stuck out on my tube, and things like that. And then like my parents help me for like the nighttime and the really early mornings. That way I don't have to like completely wake up and all of that. Sometimes I do wake up, like if I realize they're in my room like helping with my feeding tube, but I go right back to sleep. So anyways, I know that was a lot of information, but that's kind of how it's been going for me today. It's just been kind of one thing after another. But anyways, I think the reason why I felt like so like overwhelmed and it was frustrating was the fact that I'm also healing from surgery, so I'm like still very, very sore. And so like if I'm up a lot, I start feeling worse, or I start feeling really, really sore. And so it's like, oh no, there's just a lot going on, it feels like. So it's just been a lot. So I was like, take a deep breath, it will be okay. Just, it's like when you're in pain and you don't feel the best, I feel like even like the small things, it just seems like big things. And I just felt like very like stressed out about it, but we figured it out. It's fine now, running fine. But I'll let y'all know when I get a date for the surgeon and how that all goes. Thank you so much for the support. And also, I'm trying to grow my channel, so if you're not subscribed, be sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I also talk about special needs and my life with having special needs and health issues and all of that. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, everyone.